Dear Margaret, hug yourself. You have done well. Talking back to my young self, if I had to do it all over again, I think there are certain things you should have done better, certain things you've done well, but so many areas that would have brightened your horizon more. And you have always been enough, so you have done well. But if we have to go back to our dear Meg, maybe you should have been more intentional, being intentional and deliberate, and choosing yourself first every time. There's no other way around that. You have to be more deliberate in life, in career, in relationships, in the way you handled life generally. So first of all, be deliberate. Choose yourself first. Deliberate about everything. Nothing is small, because don't just go through life and let the wind blow you in every direction it decides to. You should always have a say when it comes to you. So in choosing friends, in choosing your career, in choosing the way you handle things, you should have been more intentional. And if I'm speaking to my younger Meg, being intentional is number one. Secondly, when life happens, because life will happen, sometimes you set a calendar for yourself. After school, oh, I'm a star. To the next level, oh, in my career, I'll be a star. The next thing, I get married, oh, everything. But sometimes it doesn't happen like that. And life happens. So when life happened, how did you turn your lemons into lemonade? Because it's so important that when this life happens, you should be able to look back and say, I did better. What did you do with those times? Were you just looking and moping and, oh, it would have happened like this, or it would not have happened like this, or you decided to do something extra? That looking back now, you say, thank God life happened, and this was what I did with those seasons. Because these seasons will come, these seasons will go, but it's the value and the lessons we learned from them that's more important. So Margaret, I hope you learned enough. You turned your lemon into enough lemonade that took you through the seasons of life. Thirdly, in choosing your tribe and your community, you need a balanced community. If everybody is like you, it means you're going to be going in the same direction, but you needed a balanced community. The people that encouraged, those that connected you, those that, told you the way, point blank. You did not do this right. You should have done it like this. You should have done it this other way. That is the balanced community that helped. And fourthly, there's no other way to working hard. When you work hard, it keeps you there. Let your work always speak for you. And it's working hard, you need to balance it well. You have to play hard too. I hope you lived life. I hope you enjoyed life. Looking back, Margaret, you didn't do badly. You lived, you enjoyed life. You spent on yourself. You came out and you were happy. This is Meg. I think you didn't do badly in that aspect. So in choosing your tribe, in living and playing hard, you work hard. I remember a time in my younger days in my career, when I'm doing my appraisal, I think they would say, what do you want? I always said, please send me on an offshore course. I just put it there as a joke. And at some point, that opportunity came up, and they called me from HR and said, Meg, where are you now? It's time for you to lick soup in the bank. And I'm like, wow, what's going on? And I was told, send out your passport, international passport. You are going for a training offshore. And I'm like, wow, things we joked about, things we spoke about, and what stood out for me. Because at the end of the day, we had people's names were presented, and people that you didn't know that knew about your job were speaking for you. So which means each staff that qualified, they presented them, they made provisions for them, they spoke about their accomplishments and what they have done with the job. And it was all so beautiful. And I was called and I went for that course. So which means hard work, there's no other way to say it. You keep having to do the job. You keep having to put in your best. You keep having to put your best foot forward so that when you are not there, that job is speaking for you. So Margaret, you did well, tried well. Maybe you should have done better. Yes. And in terms of career progression, sometimes you don't have it all. You need the growth. You need the push. You need people that will speak for you when you are not there. Don't remain in your small corner and feel, I'm okay. No, it's never okay. And when you see people doing well, try and find out how they are doing it. Don't just stay in your corner and feel, it's okay. Some of these people, maybe they are doing it any other way. No, there's no other way. Their job is doing it for them. And that's why I mentioned that balanced tribe, that balanced community, so that when you are not there, there's always somebody to push you in that right direction. There's always somebody to link you. And when you talk about networking, you start it early. It's not when you're already there. You start trying to network. You would have started it earlier. Because when you get to that bigger you, older you, it's the community and the tribe. The network you built where you were coming up that will speak for you. You're going to go somewhere and they're like, I know this person. I don't know this person. Did you know them when you were all coming up? And at that point, were you moving in the right direction? You should have done it better in career. I think career review every 5 years is important. So you don't get comfortable in the route. You just stay there, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Maybe there are some things you should have done better. So speaking to younger me, there are some things we should have done better. Then in terms, even speaking to that your tribe, you need to grow. You need to grow. You need to grow. You keep learning, you keep growing. And if you don't have those people that are pushing you, so if you're thinking of professional exams, Margaret, you should have had people around you who were also doing the same thing because you had a plan, because you were intentional from the beginning what you wanted for yourself. And you decided to surround yourself with people that were in that same race. Because if you are not moving with them, those things will not happen for you. So that is also important. You did it afraid. You did it scared. Sometimes you were shy when you should not have been shy. Sometimes you were timid when you should not have been timid. Sometimes you were vocal when you should have been quiet. It's all part of the learning points that takes you bigger. And I hope you learned enough. I hope you read enough. I hope you networked enough. I hope you enjoyed life enough. Life is just one. There's no rehearsal to say, let me practice, I'll come again. So it's one life. I hope you took care of your body. I hope you took care of your health. I hope you hold on to your faith when it was important, because at the end of the day, it's all a God factor thing. When you need to be discerning, when you need to make the right decisions, when you were in your room and you did not know what to do, your faith kept you. So hold on to that faith, hold on to that God, that where you started from, He's still able to take you far. And as much as possible, to the younger me, the world is your oyster. It's big enough for you. You are always enough. You are always enough. You are loved. You are awesome. And in terms of giving to gain, this is us. Saying if we had it any other way, and we had people talking to us, people have advised us earlier, we should have done a lot of things better, but we have done well. Margaret, you have done well. You have done so well. So you applaud yourself, you hug yourself. Where you failed, where it was not looking so beautiful enough. But I'm sure you had something to always say. This is Margaret. This is me. Because when you're saying your story, when you're 40, in your 50s, in your 60s, like we're all approaching now, what would you be saying? Would you be proud of yourself? Would you be able to say, I made direct impact? I affected people on my journey in life? Because these seasons come. The journey is all for all of us. Did you do well? Would you smile? Margaret, you should smile. I think you did well. Thank you.
Happy International Women's Day, ladies. I'm going to be reading a letter to my younger self, and today's theme of gifts to gain, I think is highly instructive in this letter I'll be reading. Dear younger Stella Marie, I see you so clearly. I see the hopes you nurse and the fears that lurk in the corners of your heart. But if you see now what I see now, you realize you have no reason to worry. Your career switch from law to banking will turn out to be destiny, walking a path most suited for you. You will find immense fulfillment in the life you build and the career you lead. You are ambitious, but you don't always call it that. You tell yourself you simply want to do well. What you really want is to build something meaningful, to lead, to matter, to create an impact that uplifts your name. Let me start by saying this. You will, not without doubt, not without a few tears or moments that test your grit, but you will. You are more certain than most people your age, and you sometimes apologize for that certainty. Don't. The clarity you carry is not arrogance, it's early evidence of mastery. You have always cared about excellence in a way that others don't. You will stay back to refine a line in a memo. You will rework a credit paper, not because it's wrong, but it could be tighter, it could be better addressed differently. You will ask one more question in a deal meeting when everybody else is ready to move on. Some will call it intensity, some will call it too much, a few will call it intimidating. Years from now, they will call it sound judgment. There are a few things I wish you knew earlier. First, you are allowed to take up space. In meetings where you are the youngest, in rooms where you are the only woman, speak anyway. There will be times you will hesitate, thinking you need one more qualification, one more validation, one more nod of approval. Please don't. Preparation truly matters, knowledge truly matters, and presence also matters just as much. All of the above you have. Keep saying it when it is true. There are times when your diverging opinions isolate you. You'll be the only one pushing back, the only one insisting on deeper due diligence, the only one unwilling to compromise his standards. You will feel the tension. You'll question yourself. That's healthy. But do not betray your analysis just to belong. Belonging built on silence is fragile. Very fragile, I may say so. Respect built on conviction is durable. There will be seasons you will feel overlooked, and you will be overlooked. Promotions that don't come when you expect them, ideas that don't convert despite excellent, very excellent preparations. In those moments, do not shrink. Instead, deepen. Use the seasons to sharpen your craft, expand your perspective, build alliances. One day you look back and realize these hidden years builds the foundation for where you are and your authority. I know you have no mother to guide you, but you have a truly loving and supportive father who applauds all of your decisions. Your life is full of responsibility, full of results, full of growth and the people you care about, full of travel, late night strategy sessions, boardroom debates, quiet victories and meaningful friendships, full of self-awareness that many may never cultivate. You will build a life that feels intentional. That is success. You will also learn to soften without losing your edge, to mentor without diluting standards, to correct without humiliating, to demand excellence and still create psychological safety. The earlier you understand that leadership is influence, not just accuracy, the more powerful you will become. And please rest sometimes. Very important. You are wired for high performance, but you are not a machine. The mind that structures complex deals needs renewal. The voice that challenges consensus needs silence sometimes. Protect your inner life as fiercely as you protect your balance sheet. In the end, your legacy will not be only about results, it will be about the value you brought and the lives you impact. Stay exacting, stay thoughtful, stay brave enough to disagree, continuing growing, stay true. You will become precisely who you are meant to be, and you still have a great future ahead of you with a deep sense of fulfillment. Your older self, Stella Mary.
Dear young Cornelia, you are a young adult now, uncertain of what the future holds, yet hopeful and trying so hard to figure everything out. You wonder whether you're doing enough, whether you're making the right choices, whether you truly belong in the rooms you find yourself in. Let me reassure you, you do. And one day you will walk into those rooms with the confidence you're still learning to grow. Let me take you down memory lane and share a few lessons that will shape you, stretch you, and ultimately strengthen you as you journey into your future. Your authenticity is your power. Do not dim yourself to fit expectations. Do not shrink to make others comfortable. Stand tall in your values, in your compassion, your clarity, your purpose. These are the qualities that will carry you into leadership. Not titles, not applause, but the quiet strength of knowing who you are. Run your race. Compete only with the woman you were yesterday. Let humility be your engine. Let peace be your strategy. Let authenticity be your signature. Be better, not bitter. Be steady, not noisy. Your lane will make sense in due time. 2, let integrity lead you. Keep your promises. Say what you mean. Do what you say. When you don't know something, admit it and then learn quickly. Own your mistakes and normalize saying, I am sorry. It takes nothing from you. Instead, that humility will carry you into rooms your resume has not yet reached. Give yourself grace. If you make choices you will later not be proud of, do not punish yourself endlessly. Forgive yourself. Learn from those mistakes. They are meant to refine you. They will become part of your wisdom, not your shame. Do not let them define who you are or what you will become. You will outgrow certain chapters, so give yourself some grace. As you mature, share your insights with those walking similar paths. You are a fighter, so stand for what is right. You do not realize it yet, but everything you're living through now, the humble beginnings, the early adversity, the need to find your voice and speak for the vulnerable, you'll become a quiet strength you will carry for life. Remember, at 17, when you were wrongly accused in the school and summarily dismissed without a hearing, you stood your ground and convinced the school authorities to constitute a panel to hear your case. At the end of the process, your dismissal was reversed and your status was fully restored. That was not rebellion. That was destiny, training you for a life of integrity and courage. Those early adversities taught you advocacy, justice, and resilience. They planted the seed of the lawyer and leader you would become. Keep that fire. It will serve you well. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving them. That's a quote from Zig Ziglar. Your setbacks will shape you. You stood at a crossroads because of average SSCE results. Nothing like the distinctions your older siblings had. People doubted your potential, but instead of shrinking, you took a gap year. You learned a trade. You rebranded. You reimagined your life. You talked yourself out of mediocrity. And with discipline and focus, you gained admission to study law on merit. You graduated strong, and you even won a prize at the Nigerian Law School. Whenever you find yourself at a crossroads, take time to relearn, to re-strategize, and to reset. You will rise on merit, with results, and with grace. Diligence is your ally. Say yes to stretch. Careers are rarely linear. Take calculated risks. Do not despise small beginnings. They prepare you for the future you desire. New terrains will call your name. Roles you did not formally study for, competencies you did not yet possess. Do not flinch. Start at 0 level. Build to one, then to many. I don't know this yet is not a weakness. It is a launch pad. So step out of your comfort zone. Do not disqualify yourself from opportunities that present themselves to you. That humility will open doors that ambition alone never could. Your courage to try will become your competitive advantage. Do not forget whose you are. You are a woman of faith. Trust in God's plan. He intentionally made you a woman. He knows your heritage. He works with you today. And of course, He sees your future. Ambition is commendable, but never sacrifice your faith or core values for it. A good name is priceless. Avoid chasing fleeting trends. Your strength lies in embracing who you are, rooted in unchanging principles. Peace is the power that doesn't have to prove itself. A time will come when you will evolve from being a fighter to becoming a peacemaker. You will encounter hostility, even from fellow women, from whence you expected support. When that season comes, choose a different victory. Choose grace. Stay calm where others expect chaos. Trade retaliation for restraint. For peace is not a weakness. It is wisdom with dignity. Love fully. You will always love deeply. Family, friends, fellowship, and your work community will sustain you in different seasons. Keep loving them. Be loyal. Be intentionally present. Give generously. Never apologize for loving the way you do. When you pour into others, you will not run dry. Be financially literate, not just independent. Develop a second skill. Learn a trade. Cultivate another passion that generates income. Paid employment is good, but strengthen your entrepreneurial capacity. Multiple income streams create resilience. Prepare for retirement from your first day at work. Invest consistently. Never be caught unprepared. Live, move, and learn. Have a travel plan. Invest in rest and renewal. Give to worthy causes, but also invest in yourself. Visit Japan. Explore China. Experience Singapore. Take boat cruises. See the 7 wonders of the world. Protect your health as diligently as you build your career. Schedule rests. Walk. Stretch. Eat well, even when it is hard. The body you care for will carry the purpose you pursue. Laugh. Smile. Choose joy. It will keep you radiant enough that people think you are 44, even when you are 54. To the young women of FSDH, document your wins. Do not second guess your brilliance. Be yourself fully, courageously, consistently. Sometimes you give before you gain. You give efforts. You give kindness. You give integrity. You give peace. And in due time, you gain purpose.
So happy International Women's Day. Let us give to gain.
Happy International Women's Day. Give to gain.
Happy International Women's Day. We give to gain.
Thank you.